G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the WFC Earthrise Allicon. And as you can see, I have a slightly different setup. I have moved from my laundry on top of the tucker box, and I've now moved into my spare room on using an outdoor table that I've had for donkey's ages, and I decided to reorganize the room, so now I have a lot more room. So that when the day comes that I do combiners and titans, I have a lot more room. And for those of you curious what that requires, at the moment I'm only really willing to do those sort of things maybe when I'm getting around, I don't know, 50 a day for views. But we'll see how that goes. No point rushing. No need point rushing. I might do one of my combiners who currently isn't transformed at the moment, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So here we go. Here we have the Earthrise Allicon, which I find really bizarre that they put it under the Earthrise tag. But he isn't too bad. I quite like him. Honestly, I am also thinking of getting the Studio 6 Sharktacons, because I think that might look actually better and a lot bigger. So there we go. He does have his accessory on his back and he just plugs on either of these ports, so we'll just put that aside for the moment. He does have articulation in this mode. His hands can do a full 360. His top of his head can go up that far and bottom of his mouth can go that far, so he has quite the bite. Not really any more articulation there. You can use this little piece, which is an accessory, as I suppose a bit more movement. The legs can do a full 360, but pretty much the tail gets in the way. Knees bend that far, so you can have that sort of look, or if you want, you can go a bit more monsterish and just try to sort of bend his knee back this far. But yeah, it does. Well, I suppose with that it would actually help out. Actually, I think that's actually more true to the 86 movie too. So let's give that a try. Although I honestly think he's going to be off balance. Yep. So it's a matter of just sort of fiddling with that. That's actually a pretty nice feature, but I don't have no real use for it. Unless you want to somehow try to sort of lay him down like that, but that just seems stupid. Anywho, so there is your, he has a little bit of waist swivel, but not much. Feet, you actually saw what it already did, and it has an ankle tilt. He also has your explosion points. There's one there. I don't know what you could use that for, but surely there's not just one. There's got to be more. There is a tab up here, which I think I can't even plug that in. I don't know what that tab's for. Oh, it's probably for transformation, actually. So there we go. So let's get down to size comparison. Here he is with Windblade. Obviously, not exactly the best comparison, but it is what it is. So let's get down to transformation. What we're going to do is we're going to untab these, and I won't lie, yes, the hands on the back, it's just, no. So these just tab into the side. You want to rotate the hands. Just trying to, I think it's this way. And then you just rotate the whole arm. I feel like, no, I'm doing it the wrong way. I knew I was going to stuff that up. Also, part of me is like, I just want to pop that off to get rid of the arms. The excess hands. I think I'd rather have the other ones. Oh, ports. That's what it is. That's your modulators and stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. So then what we're going to do is we're going to flip up the back of the tail, and that just tabs into here. And sometimes you do really have to force it down to tab into place. His head will pop up. You're then going to rotate this piece and this tab in here, if you can see it. Not the very best light, but this tab here will tab into the back of his head. But before we do that, we're going to rotate. All right, we'll fold down his crutch piece first so it's out of the way. We're going to rotate that, bring that down. This just sits at the back, and you're going to fold this up so that this piece here folds in here. It automatically folds, sort of fits in there, and then of course that tabs in there, and that compresses the whole backpack, and you're pretty much done. So there is his fins soft. Thought I could get the head up a little bit more. No. Anyway, so there is your Allicon all transformed, and I am waiting for the day that a third party or a more decent Hasbro comes out with this. I do have two of these guys by accident, where I ordered this guy from. It was fine, everything's good. I do feel like that's around the wrong way. I just noticed that because I got screw holes here, but there's no way to actually rotate them. You reckon that would be over here? It is what it is, I guess. And that's not going to help much there. You can just also, if you want, just fold those back like that if you really don't want them sitting there. So yeah, so I actually have two of these guys. Never intended to. I did want to buy two, but I never actually intended to. So let's get down to articulation. The head can move side to side. As I said, this is soft plastic. It can look up that far, it can look down that far. Arms can do a full 360. We have bicep rotation. We have a single jointed elbow that gets us that far. We have wrist rotation, no fingers. If you lift up here, you do get waist rotation, but if you want a full proper, you're going to have to lift that back piece up to get all the rest of the way. Actually, leave that up for a moment. Oh, also, and I knew it, I've been forgetting the outward movements, and it's annoying me because I realized it after I filmed it and I don't feel like redoing it again. So that's how far the arm goes out, and that's how far the leg goes out. It has hip rotation. It has the same amount of movement on the knee, and of course you can put it the other way. You have another blast point here and here. I'm looking forward to them to get rid of the 5mm ports one of these days. Of course, you have your ankle tilt, which is still the same, and you have your gator forward, which if you has any use for you, doesn't go back. So there we go. So we'll just flatten it all back again. We'll get down to accessories. So what you're going to do for starters, you're going to come back here and just sort of wiggle and pull. There's a port. If I can see it, if I can show you, I should say. No, if I can see it, I can see it. I'll do it from this way. So there's a port here that comes from the other side, and you just basically push through. Personally, I just usually keep this in on the tail. So you can have that, which gives him a blade. And of course you have his spear, which you just slide through, and he can hold that. But honestly, I think that looks silly. But one thing you can do, I'll put that back. Slide that back in there, push that all the way back in, if I can get it in. Come on. I think I have it in, yeah. What you can do is he can hold his spear with two hands. So what you can do is you just fiddle with it a little bit, get his hands all articulated properly. And this is how I prefer to have my Allicon displayed. Anything with spears, I like to always have, just rotate that so we don't see the port. Every time I have something that has a spear, I do like to have it looking like it's holding the spear properly. So there we go. So I do have a Quintus on. I also have a third-party Quintus on pre-ordered. But yeah, so there you go. So he can protect his master with his fellow Allicon that is actually missing this piece here. So there we go. Rather nice looking Allicon. Like I said, I am looking forward to an eventual third party doing something. We can just fold those back because it's not going to get in the way. So yeah, that looks rather nice. As for final size comparison, I figured somebody who is used to the Allicons, especially when everything got screwed up, there he is with Fans Toys Coot, aka their cup. So there you go. Obviously he's about half height. prime's a little bit bigger by about, and you can even see my finger when I did that, about here-ish. So that gives you roughly the size for your masterpiece comparison. So there we go. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Let me know what you think about the new setup. Not that it's really much of anything. Hopefully the echo is a lot less and you can't even hear the air conditioner anymore. So hopefully no one drives past, because that's where it'll be more annoying. Also, I did test this out during the afternoon, and the lights from the curtains does sort of mess up the lighting. So I definitely have to keep doing this at night. But yeah, so maybe subscribe, ring the bell, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. But apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.